I would say it was phenomenal. I think I had not expected this much to happen. We have been to almost a dozen villages, met hundreds of people, saw dozens of dance, performance.
यहाँ के जो लोग हैं वो भेदभाव नहीं करते. They represent unity. When I was talking to the women, they said they've never gone out of Nagaland and they saw the world coming to their.
It took us roughly 15 hours by bus, and in a bus that was with, small seats and with a lot of dust roaming around while we were going.
What I like about Nagaland is women are the true leaders. Men and women, they work together to build a house.
आज IIM अहमदाबाद में शोध यात्रा करके कोर्स चल रहा है. 4 शोध यात्राएं किए हैं. ये 50वीं शोध यात्रा है और गर्मी में जाते हैं जहाँ गर्मी पड़ती है, ठंड में जाते हैं जहाँ ठंड पड़ती है. So it was a wonderful start when we looked at large number of stalls that they had put up, not only for food but also for craft. We were very impressed with a young girl who had set up a banana processing unit. Had bought a machine, she was extracting fiber, she wanted to make yarn, she had made baskets, and she wanted to go forward by using the waste of the banana pit for not only as a pesticide but also for packaging material. Now that was really a good vision, and I was very optimistic that if young students or scholars of this place are aspiring to provide solutions for future, today almost 80 to 90% of the waste that we get in our rivers, in our forest, in our city comes from packaging material. And if she is finding a sustainable alternative to that, it's very gratifying.
Shodhyatra also became a means to connect with the people, tell them about these innovations. We often, when we go for Shodhyatras, we do a recce of the region, and while preparing for the Shodhyatra, we try to see what kind of crops are there, what kind of diseases are coming up, what kind of life problems are there, and we go back to the database, find out practices which are relevant for the region, and while we walk in the Shodhyatra, we keep on diffusing and disseminating this knowledge. We often try to do it in the local language of the people.
I think there are a lot of unique products here. There's a lot of good foods and good handicrafts that people would want to enjoy. I've been seeing a lot of such products that should get highlighted and showcased. One example would be the pular, the local bean. Extremely tasty rajma, and yet it doesn't really reach other places. I happen to have access to it because my wife is Naga, but most people don't know that these rajma exist.
So there were also a large number of cultural expressions, activities, which won the heart of every Shodhyatri because the spirit with which they sang, they danced, and they narrated their history through various activities.
Hello, hello, check. Okay. Every time, just after getting married, whoever make new house and all, we used to make different room and then different kitchen. This is our culture.
So Lukhami में अवीनो नाम की लड़की थी, and she and I conversated on a very personal level, and she shared the educational challenges that lies there.
My name is Avino, a worker, plus work as Sunday school teacher.
एंड उन्होंने बोला कि यहाँ के सारे बच्चे किफरी या बाहर चले जाते हैं पढ़ने, और यहाँ वहाँ पे उस विलेज में सिर्फ सेकंड तक स्कूल्स हैं. उसके बाद सेकंड के बाद स्कूल क्लासरूम ही नहीं है. सो चिल्ड्रन हैव टू देन travel very far and travel to another village जिसमें बहुत distance होता है and daily basis पे वो नहीं कर पाते. However, internet का माध्यम है. So February में school दोबारा start होगा February end में. So we have gotten in touch in a way. उसके बाद हम after school करेंगे उनके लिए सारे बच्चों के लिए even for 3rd to 5th. That's the conversation that we opened up and she was very welcoming to take this forward because वो बाहर गई थी पढ़ने and she in the village was one of those girls who was very well read और उन्होंने अपनी higher education and college भी किया हुआ है. So I think that's what she wants to bring back and if we can be the pivot of change collectively then why not?
Shodhyatra is a participatory method, or it should be a method of doing any developmental work where you actually go, know the problems of the people, try to work out solutions which are there.
50वीं शोधयात्रा हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि वो जो चले हुए रास्ते हैं उन लोग को केवल रास्ते नहीं लगे, उन लोगों के दिल के रास्ते बने.
Observe, analyze, abstract, and then apply.
Dhruv brought a robotics kit, and now in 2 villages I've seen groups of children chasing the robot around and enjoying it. And so I think the thought process that would lead someone to bring a robotics kit here, right, shows the commitment of the yatris, and that's something that I was impressed with. And then also connecting that to what can happen in the future, right? So in a sense, this is a small prayog, a small experiment. Children are enjoying it, and so that means that it can be scaled up. It can happen in more schools with more children.
This time, like we had these workshops and all, people were so happy because children had never seen a drone. They never knew how to work with kits and ICs and these Arduino boards or whatever. It's really new for them, and probably if we do not come, it will take a few more years for them to see these things firsthand.
To the basic intelligence of the young kids in the villages is no less than in any other place. It is just that they have not got the right provocation. They haven't got the right trigger to set their mind rolling for identifying opportunities and expanding their imagination.
I've met a lot of farmers, and the way they do the farming, like in a really organical and natural way, and how they care for the land. They teach me about the seeds and what they're used for and what kind of food they make out of it.
वही यहाँ का किसानों के जो फसल उत्पादन है उनकी गुणवत्ता ऑर्गेनिक देख कर मैं ये कहता हूँ. जो दूसरे कम्युनिटी या मान ले किसान से अलावा जो परिवार हमको ये कहते हैं हम अन्नदाता है, वाकई में हम अन्नदाता नहीं है. हम अपनी साइड की बात कर रहे हैं. तो ये है अन्नदाता, क्योंकि ये जहर नहीं देते. ये दूसरी जो पब्लिक नहीं उगा पाती उसको जहर नहीं देते, उसको अन्न ही देते हैं. तो हम अन्नदाता असली वाले बने.
This is my first Shodhyatra, and I always thought that how it is going to work. But now I realize that if you tell people what they are capable of, people always have certain capabilities. From young child to old people, you just need to provide them a stage, and then their possibilities will shine. And we are seeing so many possibilities happening now. Fantastic instruments coming up, beautiful songs coming up.
Being able to knock in at anybody's door and be like, washroom जाना है हमें, खाना दे सकते हो अभी कि गर्म पानी चाहिए पूछेंगे तो they're so open to giving you that. ये मुझे I think something that struck me and something that I think I want to take back home to open our doors for more people in our community.
हम जितना फास्ट चलते हैं उतनी हमारी लर्निंग कम हो जाती है, और जितना हम स्लो चलते हैं उतनी हमारी लर्निंग होती है. तो काफ़ी बार मैं फ्लाइट में जाता हूँ तो मुझे बादल ही दिखते हैं, लेकिन जब मैं ट्रेन में जाता हूँ तो मुझे वहाँ की टोपोग्राफी, वहाँ की क्रॉप की सिस्टम, वहाँ के घरों की सिस्टम दिखती है, और चल के जाता हूँ तो सब कुछ दिखता है. तो हम कोशिश करते हैं कि लो स्पीड से अच्छी नॉलेज सिस्टम कैसे बनाएं, और वो नॉलेज सिस्टम जो है वो आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए उपयोगी बने. आज IIM अहमदाबाद में शोध्यता करके कोर्स चल रहा है, लेकिन ये जो काम है वो सरकार की पॉलिसी बने और रूरल डेवलपमेंट के लिए इस तरह के जो कदम है लोग उठाए.